Hello, and welcome to this training session on the digitalisation of training for trainers. This course is part of the European project Pulse and focuses on the role of digital competence in vocational education and entrepreneurship training. During this session, we will discover the DigComp European framework, understand why digital skills are essential today, and explore practical tools that trainers can use in their daily teaching practice. By the end of this module, you will be able to better integrate digital technologies into your learning activities and support learners in developing modern entrepreneurial skills. In this session, we will focus on three main objectives. First, we will understand what digital competence really means and why it has become a key skill for both trainers and learners. Second, we will discover the DigComp framework, which is the European reference model for digital competences. Finally, we will see how digital tools can be applied in entrepreneurship education and vocational training in practical and engaging ways. These objectives will help trainers become more confident when using digital technologies in education. Today, digital technologies are present in almost every aspect of our lives. We communicate online, collaborate remotely, create digital content, and use digital platforms for work, learning, and business development. According to the European DigComp framework, digital competence is now considered a fundamental skill, just like reading or writing. Employers increasingly expect people to be comfortable with digital tools, and entrepreneurs depend heavily on online communication, digital marketing, cloud collaboration, and innovation technologies. For trainers, this means that teaching methods must adapt to prepare learners for the modern professional world. Education is experiencing an important digital transformation. Traditional classrooms are now combined with online learning platforms, interactive tools, video conferencing, and collaborative digital environments. Learners today expect more interactive and flexible learning experiences. At the same time, entrepreneurship training requires creativity, innovation, communication, and collaboration, all of which can be strengthened through digital technologies. This transformation is not only about using computers, it is about changing teaching practices to make learning more engaging, accessible, and connected to real professional needs. Digital competence has therefore become essential for trainers in vocational education and training. DigComp, which stands for Digital Competence Framework, is the European framework that defines the digital skills citizens need for learning, work, and participation in society. It was developed by the European Commission to create a shared understanding of digital competence across Europe. The framework helps educators, organisations, and policymakers design training programmes and assess digital skills more effectively. DigComp provides a clear structure that allows trainers to identify strengths, gaps, and opportunities for improvement in digital competence development. Digital competence refers to the confident, critical, and responsible use of digital technologies. It combines three important elements: knowledge, skills, and attitudes. Knowledge means understanding digital tools and technologies. Skills refer to the ability to use these tools effectively in professional and learning situations. Attitudes involve responsible behaviour, ethical use of technologies, openness to innovation, and critical thinking online. Digital competence is not only technical ability, it also includes communication, safety, collaboration, creativity, and problem-solving. The DigComp framework is organised into 5 main competence areas. The first area is information and data literacy. This involves searching, evaluating, and managing digital information effectively. The second area is communication and collaboration. This includes interacting through digital technologies, sharing information, and participating in online collaboration. The third area is digital content creation. This focuses on creating and editing digital materials, such as presentations, videos, or online documents. The fourth area is safety and well-being. This includes protecting personal data, maintaining cybersecurity, and promoting healthy digital practices. The fifth area is problem solving using digital technologies. This means identifying digital needs, solving technical issues, and adapting to new technologies. Together, these 5 areas represent the key digital competencies required today. The DigComp framework also defines different proficiency levels. These levels help individuals evaluate their digital competence progression, from basic users to highly specialized users. At the beginner level, learners can perform simple digital tasks with guidance. Intermediate users can work independently with common digital tools. Advanced users are able to solve more complex problems and adapt technologies to different situations. Highly specialized users can innovate, lead digital transformation projects, and support others in developing digital competencies. For trainers, understanding these levels is useful for adapting learning activities to learners' abilities and needs. Today, digital technologies are present in almost every aspect of our lives. We use digital tools to communicate, work, study, and access information every day. From smartphones to online platforms, technology has become an essential part of modern society. In education and business, digital solutions allow faster communication, easier collaboration, and greater access to knowledge. This digital evolution is transforming the way people learn and work across the world. We communicate online, collaborate remotely, create digital content, and use digital platforms for work, learning, and business development. Online meetings, cloud platforms, social media, and digital applications are now common in professional environments. Entrepreneurs especially rely on digital technologies to promote their businesses, connect with customers, and manage projects efficiently. For learners and trainers, digital tools also create more interactive and flexible learning experiences that can happen anytime and anywhere. According to the European DigComp framework, digital competence is now considered a fundamental skill, just like reading or writing. Employers increasingly expect people to feel comfortable using digital technologies in their daily work. For trainers, this means that teaching methods must adapt to prepare learners for the modern professional world. Developing digital competence helps individuals become more confident, responsible, and effective when using technology in education, employment, and entrepreneurship. The DigComp framework also defines different proficiency levels. These levels help individuals evaluate their digital competence progression, from basic users to highly specialized users. At the beginner level, learners can perform simple digital tasks with guidance. Intermediate users can work independently with common digital tools. Advanced users are able to solve more complex problems and adapt technologies to different situations. Highly specialized users can innovate, lead digital transformation projects, and support others in developing digital competencies. For trainers, understanding these levels is useful for adapting learning activities to learners' abilities and needs. Digital competence is especially important for trainers working in entrepreneurship education. Entrepreneurship training often requires collaboration, creativity, innovation, communication, and project development. Digital tools make it possible to create more engaging learning activities and interactive experiences. Trainers can use online collaboration platforms, digital presentations, virtual brainstorming tools, and multimedia content to support learner participation. In addition, trainers play an important role in helping learners develop both entrepreneurial and digital skills at the same time. This prepares learners for modern workplaces and digital business environments. There are many digital tools that trainers can integrate into entrepreneurship training. For example, collaborative whiteboards allow students to work together on ideas in real time. Online brainstorming platforms encourage creativity and group participation. Video presentation tools help learners improve communication and pitching skills. Digital learning platforms provide access to resources, assignments, and interactive learning activities. A simple example could be asking students to develop a startup idea using an online collaborative board where they can share ideas, images, and business concepts together. These tools help make learning more active and learner-centred. Digital technologies also allow trainers to create rich and interactive learning content. This may include interactive presentations, online quizzes, short instructional videos, collaborative documents, or digital exercises. Interactive content increases learner engagement and motivation. It also improves participation and supports better understanding of concepts. For entrepreneurship education, digital content can simulate real business situations and encourage practical problem solving. Even simple digital activities can significantly improve the learning experience. When using digital tools in education, trainers must also promote responsible and safe behaviour online. This includes protecting personal data and respecting privacy rules. It is important to respect copyright laws, licenses, and intellectual property when sharing digital content. Trainers should also encourage respectful online communication and positive digital citizenship. Another important point is helping learners understand how to identify misinformation and use digital technologies responsibly. Digital competence always includes ethical and safe use of technology. Now let us move to a practical activity. Choose a topic that you usually teach in entrepreneurship training. For example, developing a business idea, conducting market research, or preparing a startup pitch. Your task is to design a simple digital learning activity. First, define the learning objective. Then, choose a digital tool that could support the activity. Finally, describe what students will do during the exercise. This activity helps trainers connect digital tools with real educational objectives and practical learning situations. Thank you for participating in this session on the digitalisation of training for trainers. We explored the DigComp framework, the importance of digital competence, and practical ways to integrate digital tools into entrepreneurship education. Digital transformation continues to shape education and professional life, and trainers play a key role in preparing learners for this future. I hope this session has provided useful ideas and inspiration for your own teaching practice. Thank you for your attention, and see you in the next module.